Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nasalli ala rasulihil kareem. So moving on, we are going to be discussing the fourth characteristic of a noun. This characteristic is called Irab. What's it called? Irab. Now, before we go into this Irab, I want to do a survey. Yeah? Everybody ready for the survey? You sure? I want to fill in the following table. What do you do when you are? What do you do when you are happy, angry, and sad? Why are you laughing? I'm serious. We need this, very important. Without this, we understand the Arabic. Okay, you go first. What do you do when you're happy? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be true. You clap. Subhanallah. You clap. What do you do when you're happy? You laugh. What do you do when you're happy? You shout. You must have a very loud house. What do you do when you're happy? Nothing. I think you might be. Smile. Okay, you smile. Okay, what do you do when you're angry? Make wudu. MashaAllah. That's the best answer I've ever heard. I've heard some really silly answers. You said you do wudu. That's very good. You're the only sound person I've had in my madrasa for the last 5 years who gave a reasonable explanation. What do you do when you're angry? But don't copy him now. Everybody will be pious on that. I do wudu, I do wudu. Run around shouting. Yeah, it must be too loud. Run around shouting. Okay. What do you do when you're angry? You're always shouting, you are. Okay. What do you do when you're angry? Scream. What do you do when you're angry? Oh, what do you do when you're sad? Yeah, sleep. That's a very common one, sleep. What do you do when you're sad? Sleep. What do you do when you're angry? When you're sad? Go for a walk. I heard that a few times. Walk. And what do you do when you're sad? Astaghfirullah. I don't endorse that. Ji. What do you do when you're angry? What do you do when you're sad? Anyone? Yes, you cry, okay? I made you cry, okay? Okay? That's not really important. The point that we're saying here is, different students, what happens? Different students express different states in different ways. So all of these students are happy. We could have a room of people clapping, laughing, shouting, and smiling, and they're all what? Happy. They're doing different things, but they're all what? Happy. We can have a scenario where somebody's doing wuzu, somebody's shouting, somebody's screaming, and somebody's running around. But they're all in the same state. What's the state? Angry. Okay? Oops, what happened there? You can have a person, two people are sleeping in a room, one is walking around, one is crying. They're doing different things, but they're all in the, what are they all in the? Same state. So yesterday's survey, we did one last night, in the evening yesterday. So I changed it a bit. Huh? So we had A, B, C, D, E, and Mrs. Polite and Mr. Stubborn. So when they're happy, he smiles, he turns red, he's crying. He jumps on the sofa, fighting, playing games. Now you see something here, for example. Now, both of these are angry in the same way. This person is angry and sad in the same thing. They both sleep when they're angry or sad. Correct? This person is always smiling, mashallah. Mrs. Polite is always smiling. And Mr. Stubborn just doesn't do anything. He doesn't show any emotion. But even when he's smiling, he could be happy, angry, or sad, we don't know. He could be doing nothing and we still don't know. He could be sleeping, we're not sure whether he's angry or sad. In summary, we have 3 conditions. How many conditions do we have? We have 3 conditions of people. We have more, but I'm just taking 3. And different people, A to E and Mrs. Polite and Mr. Stubborn, they all express their happiness, their anger, and their sadness in different ways. Am I making sense? Yes? Yeah. Are you following this much with me? So the summary is different people express and show their different states in different ways. Okay? What on earth has that got to do with our grammar? Because I also have some students. One is called Muslimun, one is called Muslimani, one is called Muslimuna, one is called Muslimatun. I took their survey as well. I'm just pretending, okay? You say, where's Muslimun and Muslimani? Where's the survey? The words Muslimun, just for understanding. Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimuna, and Muslimatun. Right? These are my students. I took their survey. I said to Muslimun, what do you do when you're happy? Muslimun said, when I'm happy, I have a dhamma. So he's Muslimun. And Muslimun said, when I'm angry, I become Musliman. He puts a fatha on. And when Musliman becomes sad, it becomes becomes what? Muslimin. He has a kasra. When he gets angry, he puts a kasra on. And then I asked Muslimani. So Muslimani said, when I'm happy, I stay as Muslimani. But when I'm angry and sad, I become what? Muslimaini. I change to Muslimani. Am I making sense to you? Not the survey part, but you get what I'm trying to say? Muslimuna, when Muslimuna is happy, what does it become? It stays Muslimuna. But when it's angry or sad, what happens? It becomes what? Muslimina and Muslimina. So very similar, Muslimaini. And Muslimatun, when they are happy, they are Muslimatun. When they are angry and sad, they become Muslimatin. So it's just like how you people have different emotions, and you show your emotions in different ways. When we take a survey from these words, we realize that these words show the emotions in different ways. But the only difference is they're not students. They are what? What are they? Kalima. Correct? And obviously, they are, what are they? They don't become happy, sad, and angry. They have different conditions. So let's leave it. So they don't really become happy, angry, and sad, but the happy equivalent of happy for words is called what? When a word is not happy, when a word is marfu. What's marfu? I don't know. We'll do that later on. We have to learn that later on. But for now, we know that words have three conditions: happy, angry, and sad. So one condition is called marfu. What's it called? Marfu. What's it called? Another condition is called what? Mansoob. What's the other condition called? Mansoob. And the third condition is called majroor. So say after me: marfu, mansoob, and majroor. All you have to understand now is that this is happy, angry, and sad for words. It's a state that they become in. Correct? So you have happy, angry, sad. Marfu, say after me: marfu, mansoob, and majroor. Marfu, mansoob, and say. Good. Marfu, mansoob, majroor. Marfu, mansoob, and majroor. Marfu, mansoob, majroor. Majroor, mansoob, majroor. Why are you confusing me for? Say it again. Marfu, mansoob, majroor. Come on, you can do it. Marfu, mansoob, and majroor. Okay? Yes? Yes? Got it? Again, so marfu, mansoob, and majroor. So in summary, what do we have today? We have to understand that like human beings, they can have three states, and each person expresses this state in different ways. We have different types of words. So for example, you have like people who are very loud people. When they're angry, they show lots of noise and sound and emotions. Some very quiet people, they just smile. One laughs. So one is like ha 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 ha. It's so loud. And one is a little giggle. They're both happy. One has a loud laugh and one has a little giggle. One is crying and one is doing what you do. I can't say that's not too naughty. Yes? But you understand? They do it different ways. So these kalimat, what do they have? They have three states. Happy, angry, and sad. But you don't call it happy, angry, and sad. What do you call it? Marfu, mansoob, and majroor. And each word, the same way at a service, you have to find out. What do you do when you're happy, angry, and sad? What do you do when you're happy, angry, and sad? What do you do when you're happy, angry, and sad? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 altogether. So there are different types. There's more, but for now, at this level, we're going to interview 5 or 6 different types of words. You're going to interview them and find out how they are marfu', how they are mansub, and how they are majroor, how they are happy, angry, and sad. And we have to learn that table. Because when we see a word in a sentence, the word will have to be one of these states. But don't worry about that now. All we need to know now is a state. How is the word Muslimun marfu'? How is it mansub and how is it majroor? How is the word Muslimani marfu'? How is it mansub and how is it majroor? Are you following me? Does everybody understand what's happening? It's very, very important. But you understand the concept? So we'll go through the details later on. Okay? But for now, all I want to get in your mind is what? There are three states. What are the three states? Marfu', mansub, and majroor. These are the three states of words, of nouns. And like are happy, angry, and sad. Okay? Yes? Okay. Okay. Let's just try. Let's do one interview today. Just one interview. We're going to interview al-mufrad. What's al-mufrad? Singular words. So let's have an interview of singular words. Singular words. And here's another friend. They're both the same. His friend is called what? Al-jam'ul mukassar. What's al-jam'ul mukassar? The broken plural. So al-mufrad and al-jam'ul mukassar are good buddies. And they're very similar in their character. They behave the same way, normal people. What do they say? When we are marfu, what do we have? Dhamma. When we are mansub, we have fatha. When we are majroor, we have kasra. What's the interview? What do you say in the interview again? When we are marfu, what do we have? Dhamma, one or two. When we are mansub, we have fatha. And when we are majroor, we have kasra. Are you following me? So, al-mufrad and al-jam'ul mukassar. Which two words? Al-mufrad and al-jam'ul mukassar. These two words, when they are what? Marfu, they have dhamma. When they are happy, they have a dhamma. When they are angry, when they are mansub, they have fatha. And when they are majroor, they are sad, they have kasra. Remember, you have to understand these people. You have to understand these words and know the emotional states. You following? That's it for today. Yes? So there are three types of states. And we took one interview. You have to do other interviews later on to make sure we understand all of these words. Okay? So now we'll do some Quranic practice, inshallah. Okay? Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.